Grwm's ginseng eye cream. I was supposed to film yesterday, but my monthly decided to show up and have a blast with me for the weekend, so I didn't get to film, which normally I would be okay with. Like, I would be like, okay, well, oh well, you know, but since I'm really trying to make sure that I'm super consistent with my channel, I really don't want to miss the opportunity to film, especially since I don't dedicate a ton of time to YouTube. Look at how that eye cream has my eye looking. Yes, look nice and glowy. I am going to use my Kat Von D Super Brow Pomade in the shade Walnut. This stuff is really, really good. I'm honestly a little surprised, only because there aren't too many products by Kat Von D that I like. I mean, there's a few, but you know, there's not a lot. So I'm gonna rub it on the back of my hand because this is super pigmented. I'm just gonna fill in my brows. Anyway, yeah, so you have to, whenever you're using this pomade, you gotta move kind of quickly because this pomade will dry. Like, look at that. It sets kind of quickly. So I try to make sure that if I place it somewhere where I normally am gonna wind up blending again, that I just blend it out a little bit, especially like right here. I just want to tell y'all something real quick about this product that I use for when I'm on my monthly. And if you don't know what a monthly is, it's a menstrual cycle. Just FYI. I don't like using the normal products, you know, pads and tampons and stuff like that. I've never used a tampon, and pads are super uncomfortable for me, mostly because I feel like I have a diaper on, and then I just feel like my body gets suffocated, you know, especially if you try to wear jeans or, you know, a skirt or something. With all that being said, I started using what most people would call a diva cup, but it's not a diva cup. If you don't know what a diva cup is, Google it. The reason why I don't use the diva cup is because it has this little stem at the bottom that sticks out, and apparently that can be really uncomfortable. And to me, that totally defeats the purpose of even wearing one of those things, because it's like you're wearing this so you can be comfortable, right? Also, diva cups have a tendency to spill, so nobody wants to have, you know, blood all over their clothes or their hands or whatever. So this is what I use. This right here. I'm just gonna plug y'all real quick. I don't have a discount code or anything, and they didn't send this to me to promote it. I actually purchased this, and it is a Femmy Cycle cup. Oh my god, this thing is so good. It's so good. First of all, I would show it to you guys, but I'm using it. It's so good. It's shaped like a pot, like one of those circular pots kind of, and it's squishy, and then it has this inverted opening so it can take in whatever your flow of blood, but it doesn't spill. So even if you're moving and jigging, and you know, even when you pull it out to take it out and clean it and rinse it and put it back in, it does not spill. So it's spill proof, and I love that. I love it so much. And also, I can't feel it because the bottom of it has a it's like this. There's a little hook, but the hook is squishy too, and it's super, super thin. So you literally can go in and grab it with your finger and pull it out. Oh, it's so awesome. Anyways, I just thought I would share that because, you know, as a young woman, I have spent a lot of money on menstrual products, like feminine products, things like that, and it's just really, really annoying to have to think about it, you know, and to be uncomfortable in your body because of something that you have no control over, you know. So if you're someone who doesn't like to wear pads or tampons, I definitely would suggest this. And if y'all want me to do like a full-blown video over it, just to go into detail and, you know, really actually talk about it, leave me a comment down below. I have no problem talking about those kind of things. And you know what? I don't think anybody should have a problem. Anyway, I'm going to blend in my eyebrows and get these over with because this is taking way too long and I don't have all day. I'm actually getting ready to go to work. I'm going to take my Kat Von D Lock It Concealer Cream in the shade Warm D33 because I don't know where my LA Girl Pro Concealer is, which actually really sucks because that's my favorite for my eyebrows. So I'm just going to get a little bit on the back of my hand. I posted this look on Instagram and a few people asked me if I made a tutorial, and of course I was like, yes girl, I will go ahead and make a tutorial. Hold on, y'all. I cannot stand a dirty mirror. There we go. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and go into my Morphe 3502 palette, and in this palette I am going to go into this shade. It is called Orb. And I'm going to put that all in my crease and build it up to my desired intensity. Yeah, I think this was the color. So I'm just putting that in my crease and blowing it all the way out, y'all. I was trying to be really simplistic with this look. I'm blending this shade out, and you want to make sure it's nice and even so you don't have any patches. And I am bringing it up in here into my inner corner. I'm going to go into the shade, what is this? Brick, right here. And I want this depth because I am going to be cutting my crease. And what it's going to do is give my eye a little bit more dimension when I cut my crease. I'm not blowing this all the way out, but I am blending it into the initial eyeshadow. And then I'm going to go in with Universal. And I'm just going to put that right on my brow bone to soften these colors up here. And kind of just melt it all together. Moving on to my crease, or to my lids, I'm going to cut my crease. And to do that, I'm using the Kat Von D Lock It Concealer in the shade Whiteout. This is a really awesome concealer. Normally, I don't use concealer to cut my crease. I don't like how wet the concealers usually are, and then my eyelids are naturally, they have creases in the folds and things like that. So it seemed like a lot of work to me, so I just avoided using concealer altogether. And now I'm going to cut my crease. So I flatten my brush up against my hand. Very important because it's going to allow me to be precise with this brush. And I always like to tilt my head back when I'm doing this so I can see. Just like that. And then blend it all out. Try to get it as even as possible, because you don't really want to have any drastic patches. That'll make your eyeshadow look crazy. I like to take my setting powder, which I'm using the Laura Mercier setting powder today, and I'm going to go ahead and set this. And the reason why I do it is because, like I said earlier, concealer has a tendency to crease, and it doesn't usually set itself, so I like to set it before it has the opportunity to crease. Some people don't set their concealer. Some people just put their eyeshadow right on top. That's up to you. I don't trust that method because I like for my makeup to look good on camera and in person. And I feel like whenever people put their concealer, don't set their concealer and put eyeshadow right on top of it, it kind of just mixes and it doesn't look good to me. But that's me, you know? Everybody's got their preferences. And I don't use a lot of setting powder. I use just enough to actually set it so you don't have to use a lot. Some people go in and they have their whole beauty blender on their eye. I don't do that. That just doesn't work. So that's how it looks. I'm gonna do the other one. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm gonna do some liquid liner. Y'all bear with me. I hate liquid liner. I think I did pretty good. Okay, so now that I got my wings on, we are going to be moving on to my thighs. And if I recall correctly, I primed my skin. I primed my skin with the NARS Pore and Shine Control Primer. And this is just a sample that I got from Sephora because I spend too much money there. And they were like, here's a reward, a tiny itty bitty sample. You know how Sephora goes. But you know what? Something's better than nothing, y'all. So I'm just going to put this right up in here. I'm going to add a little bit of setting powder around my nose and smile lines to keep it from getting creasy. So I'm going to be using the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation and the NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation together. I definitely have been utilizing these foundations because I am so running out. But I love them because they match my skin. And the coverage is really, really nice. So that's always a plus. And for my next trick, I'm going to conceal. Using the same concealer that I use in my brows, Kat Von D. And I'm just gonna put it up under hair. Like so, and bring it down. And I like for my concealer to kind of match my skin. The reason why is because I don't really need additional highlighting on my face. At least that's how I feel. Especially when I wear highlighters like the Xrizz'Tina one or Becca. I don't feel like I need extra added brightness. And I'm going to blend it right out. I really need to eat. Blend it right on out, y'all. And I always try to make sure I get right up in here. And also down here. So I'm going to take my Laura Mercier setting powder. This is the mini. This summer I'm going to be wearing Sacha Buttercup because it holds on to my makeup really well. Whereas this one is more so for like my light days. I always find that I have to use a lot of this to get my concealer to stay and all that other stuff. So I'm definitely getting my Sacha Buttercup. Ordered it last night through my sister's Amazon. So it should be here tomorrow. I do like this powder though because you literally cannot see it. Like, where did it go? You know what I mean? If this powder did a better job at holding on to my concealer underneath my eye and not having it crease, then I would probably buy it again. Until then, I'll most likely keep getting the mini jars when I need it. And like I usually say, you want to avoid your cheekbones if you plan to highlight because obviously that's where your highlight's going to go, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to go into my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Dark. And I'm using my Juno & Co. ES03 brush. And I'm just pressing this in to give myself some warmth. I'm going to flip to the other side of my brush and I'm using my Lancome Dual Finish Foundation Powder in the shade 530 Suede Sea. Tapping this right there and blending it upwards. And I'm tapping because I don't want to pick up my foundation and all the work that I just did. And this also makes it a lot easier to blend it out so that I don't have any spots. And I'm also going to go ahead and apply my highlight, which is the Xrizz'Tina highlight. I have really been digging into this one. And I'm just going to tap it right here. Wipe my brush off a little bit and blend it right on out. To top off my eyes, I'm going to use my Double Wear Infinite Waterproof Eyeliner in the shade 01 Cold Noir. And I am just popping it right here. So these are the lashes I'm going to be wearing. They are the Jada lashes from Rain Royal. The lashes that I was wearing, I lost them. And honestly, I think they're downstairs. But I lost them for now. So I'm just going to pop on these beautiful lashes. I've worn them quite a bit. And I decided to give it a break because I felt like I was repeating myself a lot. You know, people wanted to know what lashes I was wearing, and they're kind of just like, oh, it's the same lashes. Like, yeah, girl, get you some. But anyway, so I'm gonna wear these. Woo. What a difference eyelashes make. And the lipstick that I was wearing was from the Makeup for Melanin Girls and Irregularity collection. Hi, girl. I am gonna do a video over this. I was gonna do it this weekend, but I got sick. So let me show you which one I was wearing, and look out for my review video. And I also have a discount code for these. So the discount code is my first name, Xrizz'Tina, and I think you get like 10% off. So if you really want this collection, or you just want one of the liquid lipsticks, you can use my discount code to get some shmonies off. You know what I'm saying? And some shmonies better than no shmonies, you know. Anyways, so I'm going to go ahead and put this on. This is the shade Naked. If that is not the perfect nude, okay, I don't know what is, girl. I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and set my face with some e.l.f. makeup setting spray. And I put my e.l.f. setting spray in my Urban Decay bottle because I like the way it sprays. So I'm going to shake it up. That mist is everything, y'all. So I'm going to go ahead and put a gloss over this liquid lipstick. And the gloss that I'm using is the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb. This is amazing. And I like to start in the center of my lips because that's where your lips look plumpest. And I love this. No transfer. The liquid lipstick is not transferring into my gloss. No transfer! You cannot get that from any other liquid lipstick, I guarantee you. Let's see. Anywho, y'all. This is the final look. I hope y'all like it. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I'm so glad that I feel good enough to sit here and film it. This is really cute for every day if you're somebody who likes to be glam and you just want to do something really quick. Honestly, this took me probably an hour to do when I first did it, but I was watching Wendy Williams, so that's why it took me so long. But this look does not take very long at all. It's very, very basic. Thank you again to all of the ladies who requested me to make this tutorial. I really appreciated it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Don't forget to give my video a thumbs up. Log in and subscribe to my channel if you have a YouTube account. And I will see y'all on my next upload. But don't forget to watch this video. Also, shout out to everybody who reminds me when I don't put the video up, because I have a tendency to totally forget. Like, whenever I'm uploading, I'm halfway knocked out, to be honest with y'all, because editing is exhausting. So go ahead and watch this video.